If you've loved the weather this week, we have a few more days of it before some cooler and drier air makes its way into central Georgia. I'll have those details coming up.
Too many young people are dying too soon. Please stop the violence.
A shooting in Macon now marks 6 since Friday. What investigators say happened at a gas station.
Plus, the man accused of killing an Alamo police officer makes his first court appearance, what he's officially charged with, and what could happen next in the case.
New homes are coming to the Bells Hill neighborhood thanks to the historic Macon Foundation. I'm going to tell you what to expect in just a few minutes.
Well, good morning and happy Wednesday. You are looking live over downtown Macon. Time is now 6:31 on this October 13th. I'm Caitlin Heck.
And I'm Wanya Reese. Once again, another morning where all you need is just that nice light jacket to go ahead and head out the door.
Yes, a perfect way to kick off your morning, Courtney.
That's right, yeah, and it's Wednesday, everyone. We've made it halfway through the week. I'll tell you what, Caitlin tried to trick me this morning and said it was Tuesday, and I was very quick to let her know. It's Wednesday. All right, everybody. And for a lot of you, it probably does feel like a Tuesday because you had Monday off. Hopefully your week has been going well so far and you've been enjoying these wonderful mornings. 61 in the city of Macon. You're looking live on top of Atrium Health Navison. Area-wide, we are in the upper 50s and low 60s. 57 in Gordon. We're at 59 in Dublin. And in Unadilla, 61 in Montezuma, 59 in Forsyth, and 63 if you're waking up with us in Warner Robins. We do have some fog that's forming this morning and lingering around, so this could cause some visibility issues for some of you, especially again in southeastern Dodge County for the start of the day, where it looks like we have less than a quarter mile of visibility. In parts of Taylor County, it looks like the fog is starting to improve. The number hasn't updated yet. I imagine your visibility is about a half a mile or so, and conditions definitely improving in Bibb and Lawrence, where you have close to a mile of visibility, and in Bibb you have a little over a mile. As we go through the day today, expect a lot of sunshine. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be warm. It'll still be slightly muggy. Temperatures will climb into the low 80s for the afternoon, but again, feel just a touch warmer. So if you have any outdoor plans today, heading to the fair, sunscreen and water, very important. We have a few more days like this, and then a cold front's gonna shake things up a little bit for us, bring us some cooler and drier air. I'm gonna bring you through all of it. That's in just a few minutes.
I hope this is not an indication of a trend. I hope that this will not lead us into a violent holiday season.
Deputy Coroner Lonnie Miley addresses the recent string of violence in Macon after the city's 6th shooting since Friday.
Now, the latest shooting left an 18-year-old dead. The sheriff's office says it happened at the neighborhood grocery and Marathon gas station on Napier Avenue just before 5:30 yesterday afternoon. Deputies got a call of a person down.
When they got there, they found Shamarian Chatfield shot and unresponsive, and he later died at a hospital. Colonel Henderson Carswell says Chatfield was apparently just a customer filling up his car with gas.
I hit a precious gas, and like I said, another vehicle came through, opened fire, and proceeded west down on Napier Avenue.
He says there were several men in the car. At least one person fired at the 18-year-old, hitting him at least once.
The sheriff's office would not say if they believe the shooting was gang-related or not. Macon-Bibb County has seen over 40 homicides this year already.
Well, the future of a downtown Macon nightclub now in jeopardy after 2 deadly shootings near the business within the last year. Macon-Bibb County is giving the Thirsty Turtle 2 options: surrender their alcohol license within 30 days, or the county could permanently revoke it. The sheriff's office has temporarily revoked the Thirsty Turtle's license twice now. The mayor says the county is giving the nightclub this ultimatum based on what the sheriff's office found in their investigation. Mayor Miller says now the Thirsty Turtle has until November 11th to surrender their license, or the county will act.
A deadly shooting case out of Wheeler County could now head to a commitment hearing. It comes after the man accused of killing an Alamo police officer made his first court appearance yesterday. Investigators arrested Damian Ferguson Sunday, and yesterday he was officially charged with murder in connection to the death of Officer Dylan Harrison. The entire court appearance lasted less than 15 minutes. District Attorney Tim Vaughn says they still don't know whether Ferguson will request a public defender or a lawyer. Vaughn says the next thing Ferguson can do is request a commitment hearing. That's where a judge would hear an outline of the evidence and determine whether it was probable cause to arrest Ferguson in the first place. Now to 3 headlines from across the country. An update to the Gabby Petito case. A Wyoming coroner has ruled that the 22-year-old was strangled to death. Her body was found more than 3 weeks ago in a national forest after she didn't come home from a cross-country trip with her fiance, Brian Laundrie. Police are still looking for him. The coroner says her body was outside for 3 or 4 weeks, but did not provide any other details.
Well, some of a company's e-cigarettes now have FDA authorization to be marketed in the U.S. The FDA says British American Tobacco can keep selling its Vuse Solo e-cigarettes. The FDA is quick to point out, though, this does not mean the products are safe or earned an FDA approval. Rather, it says, quote, the manufacturer's data demonstrates its tobacco-flavored products could benefit addicted adult smokers who switch to these products by reducing their exposure to harmful chemicals. The agency rejected 10 other requests from the company for other flavored products. Also, a decision still pending for Juul's e-cigarettes. And 4.3 million people quit their jobs in August. That's according to a monthly Labor Department report. It's the highest quit rate since tracking began in 2000. Bars and restaurants lost the most workers at nearly 900,000. Retail, healthcare, and social assistance sectors were also hit hard.
In news from across the state, 1,000 people are set to receive jury notices in the mail.
It is for the trial for 3 men accused in Ahmaud Arbery's death. Glynn County Superior Court Clerk Ronald Adams said yesterday pretrial publicity surrounding the case made it necessary to summon a large jury pool. He says 600 people have been ordered to report this upcoming Monday when jury selection begins. If
that's not enough to select a final jury, another 400 are on standby to show up a week later. Father and son Greg and Travis McMichael, along with William Roddy Bryan, face murder charges in the case.
Well, no evidence of ballot fraud in Fulton County. That's the message from investigators with Georgia's Secretary of State's office. Right now, the investigators have not found any evidence to support claims that fraudulent or counterfeit ballots were counted during the 2020 general election. Henry County Superior Court Chief Judge Brian Amaro is presiding over a lawsuit that alleges fraud.
The Atlanta Braves are back in the National League Championship Series. What a night in the ATL. They won the division series against the Milwaukee Brewers after taking last night's game 5-4. Right now, we know the Braves will play in California. We just don't know where. The Dodgers and Giants are knotted at 2 games each. They play tomorrow, and the winner faces the Braves in the National League Championship Series, with the winner advancing to the World Series. So we are definitely cheering on the Braves here at 13 WMAZ. The time is now 6:37 a.m. And I mean, they had the perfect forecast up in Atlanta, you know, to play a game, because had it been a week ago, it was a different story across the state.
Absolutely a different story.
Yeah, they dealt with flooding just as much as we did. And y'all know baseball and rain, they don't really go very well together unless you have the Benz Stadium where you have that nice dome over it. But unfortunately, Truist Park does not have that. Looks like our Skycam's having a little trouble focusing this morning, but you are looking live on top of the fairgrounds and Agri Center. Of course, I mean, just so many great things happening this week. Of course, the Braves winning their series. I'm not going to lie, if I seem like I'm dragging a little bit this morning, it's because I stayed up way past my bedtime to keep up with it. But if you were watching the game last night, you knew how good it was. It was such a close game. First we were losing, and oh man, I could go through the whole thing. But guess what? That's Connor's job to tell you about how the Braves did last night. I'm going to tell you the weather. 60 right now in the city of Perry. It's a cool morning for those of you getting ready to head out and about. 57 in Gordon. We're at 59 in Dublin, 63 in Cochrane, 61 in Butler and in Montezuma, 59 in Forsyth, and 61 in Warner Robins. So light jacket, probably not a bad idea, but you won't need it for the afternoon. For any of you heading to the fair today, it's going to be another spectacular afternoon to go enjoy the rides and the food and all of the livestock and shows. 84 right now, or excuse me, 84 for the afternoon. If it was 84 degrees right now, we would be in trouble, everyone. As we go through the overnight, low temperatures will drop into the upper 50s and low 60s. Sunsets at 7:04 tonight, so we're going to have plenty of time to cool, and without much of any cloud cover to trap in any heat of the day, we're going to cool pretty quickly. So do expect another chilly morning. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, we'll do another round of mid-80s, and we're going to stay warm until the end of the work week through Friday. And that's because high pressure is going to still be in control. That's keeping us warm. It's keeping us dry. It's currently parked right over us, in fact. However, this is what's going to change that for us. Look at the mess that it's causing out to our west. Blizzard conditions in parts of Wyoming, lots of snow in Colorado, Montana, and as now the front is pushing into parts of the plains, you can see a tornado warning popping up in Oklahoma. These little green splotches here, that's actually the convective outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, so severe weather is expected. However, here at home, severe weather is not anticipated, and this is partially why. If you see this little purple line right here, I know it's kind of hard to make out. What's happening with this weather system right now is it's falling apart. We call it occluding in the meteorology world. The cold air that's behind this front is starting to overtake the warm air behind the warm front, and what creates fronts are temperature differences. So once you lose that, the weather system starts to weaken as a whole, and it's going to continue that trend as it makes its way closer to us. Is that going to impact the cool air behind the front? No. We talked about it yesterday. The jet stream is going to take a nice dip to the south and pull in that cool air behind the front. But what it's going to do is give us a little bit of a break from all of the stormy weather that is going on to our west. So since the weather system isn't going to be quite as strong as it makes its way to our north and that trailing cold front moves through, we're simply going to get some rain and maybe a few rumbles of thunder as we head into late Saturday morning. Here's 2 o'clock into the early afternoon, and this should move out by the early evening before sunset. Temperatures behind it, you're going to notice, are going to drastically and quickly drop. Humidity is going to drop. It's going to be breezy. It's going to be fantastic and very fall-like. Take a look at our overnight low temperatures. We're waking up near 50 on Sunday morning. Monday, it only gets cooler in the upper 40s, so you'll definitely need to keep those jackets with you. In the meantime, warm and dry, temperatures in the low to mid 80s to round out the week. Small rain chance on the way for Saturday, and then we are cool and dry Sunday through Tuesday.
Well, thank you, Courtney. Still ahead around 6:48 a.m. on 13 WMAZ Morning.
There are corn dogs, pizza, nachos, and more. Learn more about the family business and this fair food favorite. Coming up.